As the mirage of debt-driven prosperity finally fades, reality starts to flicker back into view. Stock values tumble like a house of cards in a wind tunnel, and Trump is left sweeping up the wreckage left by administrations who sold the American dream for cheap slogans and unlimited credit. They promised a thriving economy without producing anything of value. Just endless borrowing, money printing, and smug soundbites about demand theory and the virtues of government pump priming. In the world of Keynesian fairy tales, jobs that benefit no one are apparently the cornerstone of progress. Can't make it here? No problem. We'll import it and call it free trade, as if being the world's biggest customer somehow makes us prosperous. We became a nation of takers, propping up the manufacturing base of every country but our own. Now enter Trump, daring to suggest we make things again. The audacity.
We created 10,000 manufacturing jobs in February alone. That hasn't happened in a long time. And these aren't government jobs, which actually we cut. These are private sector manufacturing jobs.
And Musk, clearly deranged, thinks rooting out institutional corruption and fraud will somehow benefit the people paying the taxes.
When people criticize, say, what Doge is doing, we say, well, which part specifically?
Must make the cuts in waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare. We owe it to our country.
There is an enormous amount of waste and fraud and abuse in this government. When there is waste and fraud, you have an administration who should also be on top of that situation.
If we're going to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare, it does mean we're going to cut some of that out.
What were they thinking? Who wants a clean house when you've spent decades decorating it with graft, grift, and golden parachutes? Together, these two madmen are threatening the very foundation of modern America, an economy built on debt, dysfunction, and imported plastic. It's dangerous, it's offensive, it's productive. So I say this, it's time for all of us to take to the streets, not in support of hard work, prosperity, or fairness, but in full-throated defense of the fraud and mismanagement that made us who we are. Smash a few windows, torch a business or two, and remind the world, we are entitled to a future we didn't earn and prosperity we didn't build. And to my fearless sisters marching under the banner of my body, my choice, why stop there? Let's go full retro and reinstate prohibition while we're at it. After all, if the Supreme Court can overturn Roe v. Wade, surely banning booze will reclaim our rights as women to reclaim our bodies from those who fixate on conquest and deny our liberation. Because nothing stops a man in their tracks faster than seeing who they're with. Objectification? We scoff. We are not objects of lust. We're sacred vessels of perpetual offense. This is our power. Let's remove any incentive for men to see women as anything but sacred vessels of eternal grievance. We must reclaim the power of victimhood. As for me, I will proudly march with my comrades, holding a sign that reads, "You have the right to work, and I have the right to watch." And when Trump and Musk stand before the Almighty, they'll have to answer for their sins. Promoting self-reliance, demanding fairness, and dismantling a perfectly good system of fraud and dependency. Let's see if that gets you into heaven. Meanwhile, we, the enlightened few, can stand before God with confidence. We stood for mutilating children in the name of progress.
All right. Yes, thank you, Tiffany. What's up? I'm Esther Phallic.
We championed killing unborn invaders for convenience.
We're tired of having to do this over and over again, but we got the energy and we're not going to stop.
Women of all ages, all colors, all shapes are so against what's going on in this country.
We created economies based on exploitation, and we proudly destroyed our children's future in the name of temporary power. Take that, Trump. Take that, Musk. We'll see who gets through the gates.
We'll fight against Doge. We'll fight Elon Musk. No Elon scab within our walls. We'll fight from dawn to dusk. Trump's coming for our unions. He wants us all to fail. He wants us to bow to him, but we want him in jail. Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on?